Warm your frozen boots by the fire.
Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with more Hearthstone. What is going on here? I have to win 2 with Paladin a Priest, 5 with Paladin a Warrior, and 5 with Major Shaman. Interesting. I have been adjusting these quests, and if I recall correctly, it was 2 with Paladin a Priest, 2 with Paladin or something else. And then this is today's quest. Yes. So I don't want 5 with Major Shaman. Let's close that. Win 2 with Shaman and Warlock. At least that's a little bit more doable, but this was over here. Why is it in the middle now? I don't know. Maybe that's a new update. So the only thing we have is Paladin to work on, and we gotta get 5 victories of that. Ooh, it's gonna be tough. This is already can tell. This is gonna be a tough recording session.
I will serve.
We do have Paladin as one of our options on the arena run, so we can go ahead and start like we always start and do our arena runs. Draw until you have as many guns as your opponent. Not gonna do a Murloc deck. I am still bemused as to which hero you would actually want a Murloc deck as. I don't think it's a Paladin, but I really don't know which one you would want it. I'm gonna pick Jeeves here. Oh, sorry. Just woke up. Justice is the light. Well, here's an interesting question. Are you more likely to have a weapon, a secret, or a spell? Guess I'm more likely to have a weapon. Better throw this in here just to make sure I have a weapon. Give your minion +1 attack, or for 2 more mana give yourself a creature and all your minions +1. I think the raid leader is the better choice here. Now we got this, and we could not succeed at summoning Voltron. We could get the Black Knight, destroy an enemy with Taunt, which could be useful. Or I could, for a low amount of mana, summon the Beast. I guess I'll take the Beast. Man, I should have done some like warm-up exercises before I started recording. I'm just yawning like crazy. for 3/3/3, 3 for Wind Fury, or 6 for Wind Fury. I guess I'll take that one. I think this is actually better than this. 3 mana for a 2/2 and Battlecry of doing 1 damage versus 1 mana for a 2/1 that adds a spare part. I'll take this. I'll take this. I don't think Redemption would be very useful. I mean, come back with 1 health, not particularly that useful. Do I want Stealth for more mana or Wind Fury? I guess I'll take Wind Fury. Deal 8 damage, randomly split among enemy creatures. Whenever your opponent plays a card, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Stealth, spell damage +1. So we're between Fell Reaver here and deal 8 damage randomly split. The problem with Fell Reaver is you play it on the 5th turn, and then every card played after that by your opponent is getting rid of 3 of your cards. So, by your 5th turn, you are down to 25. He has to play. See, 25 would by 3. Divided by 3 would be about 8 cards. See, 8, 16, 24. He plays 8 cards, he's taken out 24, you're down to last. So, 9 cards that he's used your entire deck. So I'm gonna choose Avenging Wrath. I did the math there. I shouldn't have done the math because it probably sounded really dumb. I'm sure everybody was screaming the answer to me, and I'm gonna fall back on I'm still asleep. Okay, do I want another noble sacrifice, or do I want to deal 2 damage? Let's do 2 damage to everybody. I'll take this creature that gives a friendly minion Divine Shield. Take it as Zombie Chow. Give her your silver hand recruits +2/+2. Interesting card. Have not seen this before. So that is what his spell is it summons a 1/1 for 2 mana. And then this will give it 2/2. I'll take Quartermaster, sure. If I had that card, I'd put it in my deck. I think that synergizes pretty good with his ability. After you summon a minion, deal 1 damage to the enemy. At the end of your turn, give another random friendly minion +1 attack. I'm gonna take the Knife Juggler. I'll take the Annoyatron. I don't think I'm gonna get the card that takes Divine Shields and adds that to your health. That's particularly in Paladin, the cards, if you were creating a deck and not just picking from random cards, that's definitely you would want that in your deck. Alright, so whenever friendly mech dies, +2/+2. I only have a couple of mechs. And we don't have any Murlocs, so we're taking Avenging Wrath. Lots of cards. Histogram is in the 4s. Usually we want the histogram closer to the 2s. So that might affect play. Let's keep that in mind as we're playing and see if that does better or worse for us. It probably will do worse. Now, as I said, the only way we could get ahead of schedule today is if we just got 5 victories with Paladin in a row, which would be very, very surprising to me. We would have to get really lucky for that to happen.
Uther versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
I did, as I was wandering aimlessly around YouTube, come across a video that purported to explain the mythology of World of Warcraft to me. I am not sure if anything they said was accurate. I did not check my sources or anything like that, but I got about, I'd say 5 minutes into a 40-minute video, and then I was like, okay, I've lost interest. I'm sure it's ever so fascinating if you've actually played World of Warcraft, but it did not catch my attention enough. And as part of that, I did notice that it seems like Jaina here, it seems like this Uther, I believe is his name, here, it seems like they all played major roles in the story, and they're not just side characters. It seems like every single person we see that has some kind of name here was part of the story. So if you're coming at from my perspective and you don't know who Mogshan Warden is, it's from World of Warcraft lore. It seems like there was a lot more planetariness going on than I would have thought in World of Warcraft. And then what I mean by that is that if you had asked me before I'd seen that, I would have sworn that all World of Warcraft happens in a single planet and they never touch
The battle.
touch like an outer space type
Job's done.
thought. And that doesn't seem to be true. It seems to be that there really is more universality, I guess would be the right term. I don't know how to say this correctly. But seems like there are several planets. They started at the very beginning and they're like, oh yeah, these titans or something like that created the universe, like based on, seemed like mostly Greek mythology. Nothing too wild, really. I'm sure people will disagree with that. They'll say, no, I just don't understand it. But, okay, that's fair too.
Tazdingo.
I didn't care to understand it. I thought I was hoping the video would take 5 minutes to explain just the general thoughts. There's a lot of weirdness going on because they keep adding more and more fantasy creatures. And I'm not sure that anybody really, any series has really explained it very satisfactory. If you think about it, I don't think Lord of the Rings and all them.
To arms, men! To arms, men!
I don't think Lord of the Rings or any of them have ever really satisfactorily explained why they're elves and hobbits and all that.
To battle!
Job's done.
It's just that there were, and that's probably the best explanation, is that there's just a world that has all these creatures, and that's just the way the world is. Don't have to explain it. If somebody asked me to explain how come there's so many animals on Earth, real Earth at the moment, I would have really no satisfactory explanation on how come. Well, I guess I could explain how it came about, but I couldn't explain why.
Duty calls.
Job's done.
Your magic shall not save.
So, I guess the whole point of that whole conversation was I tried to learn and I gave up on learning. I lost interest in learning. Which, okay. I guess that just reflects badly on me.
Reporting for duty.
Delicate balance they have to do with the Annoyatron. They want to make it look like it's annoying without making it actually so annoying that you don't play it.
My watch. For justice.
Aged Wizard. It's not looking like I'm gonna win.
I am ready. Reporting for duty. For justice.
Well, I've kind of turned the tide, but not really. Emergency coolant.
Reporting for duty.
There you go, freeze is freezing. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. So, here on the 10th turn, I'm realizing he has a frozen death. Or at least he has some freezing abilities. Deal 8, split it randomly.
Reporting for
Job's
duty.
done.
I wish more of these guys would have been taken out.
For the crusade!
Let's see.
Job's done.
Hello.
What was that?
Hostile entity detected.
When you draw this, deal 2 damage to all characters? What an interesting card. The Flameless Leviathan. Very interesting card we have here.
Can I help you, sir?
Reporting for duty.
Alright, so summons the 3-3 Einhorn, but I mean, I have no other choice. If I attack now, he will attack and I will lose, so the only thing I can hope for is that Jeeves here draws some card for one of us that changes it in my favor.
Let me get that.
And I have no cards that would do that. Well, it did make me survive for one more
Get that.
turn. So if I do this, and I throw this out, and I throw this out.
Well played.
So what can I do? I can get rid of this guy.
To battle!
For justice!
Well played.
Move quickly!
Well played.
Let me get that.
I will have to admit, I do agree I am playing quite well, but I'm holding on by the skin of my teeth. I mean, I've got to win, and I've lost. Oh man, what could I have done different? I don't think I could have. I tried my best. I was struggling. I mean, just struggling to stay alive there, and wasn't able to. Don't feel like my deck is the best that I could have gotten, but hey, these are random decks. Why? The only question is why is every other player so much better at playing random decks than I am?
Uther versus Thrall!
For Doomhammer.
I will fight with honor.
I don't feel like there is a fundamental misunderstanding in this game. But then why would I feel like that? That there's some kind of really crucial aspect to this game that I just am not getting or not understanding.
Out your dead.
If anything, I feel like I probably understand more than the average player. I think the deal is that there are average players and then there's tons of above average players that have more cards. Ryan. You know when would be a great time to call yourself Ryan? When your name isn't Ryan or anything close to Ryan. Just throw people off completely. If your name is Bob and you just call yourself Ryan. That would be pretty funny for Game of Deck. I'd like you to be a little bit more creative, but that is a little slightly in joke.
Handle it! To battle!
I kind of wonder if this is like Ryan Day, Felicia Day's brother. That they do a YouTube show called Co-optitude. That'd be really funny if it was. I guess I'll never know unless somebody saw. He puts out a video showing how he was playing Hearthstone.
Hit it very hard. Job done.
Of course, that is just what the human brain does. It makes connections. This is probably some Ryan that has nothing, no YouTube channel or anything like that. He's just a regular player like most of them. I doubt I will, even if I make a year's worth of recordings, I doubt I would ever play with anybody famous because the famous players are usually ranked so high. I mean, I guess I could run into them in arena runs because those are randomized, but the odds are so low because there's just so few famous people. Let's see now.
They all bend to my command.
And it's not like, even if I did play with a famous person, it's not like they're gonna magically pop up here with a video chat box or anything. It's not like I'm gonna... Well, anything's gonna really happen. They're not gonna contact me later and give me some kind of prize.
Reporting for duty.
Suffer!
For justice!
So 2 with Taunt here, 1 with Wind Fury. I'm more afraid of the Wind Fury than the Divine Shield and Taunt. Oh, that's a shame. Seven or 9-5. Oh, I could do this. Yeah, let's do this.
To battle! For justice!
Get down!
that's the last of his taunt, guys, which is good. So we have 8 plus another is 12. If we play this, we'll do 8 damage. We should be able to take out a lot of them, hopefully. Let's try this.
Reporting for duty.
I'm down to 3. Let us get rid of things.
To battle!
I've lost. Game over for me. Just have no strategy at all. I mean, really, just don't even know what I'm working towards here. Hey, we went up a level. We got a new gold card. Yay. Gold version of cards we already had. It's not really that rewarding. I would much more prefer that every time your character levels up, you get a regular pack. I mean, if they had done that, then by the time you got every single character up to the max of 60, you would have certainly had 2 of every single card. Just get rid of this whole gold versions of stuff. It's a silly concept, particularly in an electronic game, where there's no real world equivalent. Now, in the real world, there are foil versions and gold line versions of cards, but in an electric world, there's no reason. That's artificial scarcity is what it is. Alright, so.
I am ready.
Job done.
Play this next turn, play this the 3rd turn, play this 4th turn, play this the 5th turn. So I have all my turns pretty much lined up.
Must consider.
Put this apple on your head.
So next turn I'll play this and this.
For Mechazard.
For Mechazard. Isn't Megazord like one of the Power Rangers bad guys? It's been a real long time since I've seen a Power Rangers show. I didn't even watch it as a kid, so real long time. I think I'm older than Power Rangers actually. I don't think it was out when I was a kid. So I could summon this and do that. Yeah, I think this is a better move. I like how that worked out. I like how that worked out.
Mechazard.
Job's done.
Join or die, or both.
Can I help you, sir?
Hey, catch! Mechazard.
Hit it very hard. Job's done.
Still protected by noble sacrifice, so even if this guy does try to attack any of my creatures, he's not gonna succeed. Next turn, I will do the boar and the weapon, and probably win. Did not get him out. Now, by the 5th turn, when you summon this guy, at most you're gonna have two of these guys out.
I wonder.
That's it. Unless you've got some other cards that can duplicate these guys. At most you're gonna have 2 out, but then each turn afterwards you could certainly summon another one.
Quickly.
It's not
I must
It's
consider.
not the greatest card, but it is pretty good. So we do this, and we do this. And this should win the game for me. So, could have done some more damage even. Lucky combination, that's all I can say that was. Just a lucky combination. So we go into our 4th game this episode now. Well, no, it's our 3rd game. That was the 3rd game, this is our 4th game. Yeah, I was right the first time. Oh, who knows, who cares? Slowly waking up.
Luther versus
Ever so
Luther.
slowly waking up.
I will fight with honor. Justice demands retribution.
Sneezy Dwarf. I believe I have played Sneezy Dwarf before. Feels like I've
Job's
played
done.
Sneezy Dwarf before. Maybe Sneezy Dwarf is a bot. Or maybe they're just a very prolific player. We will see. These are probably regionalized. I'm probably playing... If somebody was really smart, they could probably run the names of everybody I'm playing to figure out where... somewhere close to where I am at.
Put this apple on your head.
Job's done.
And if I was, say, playing this in some other part of North America, I mean, you're gonna assume it's North America if they're speaking English, or Europe, then I probably would run into other players. They're probably putting people
Let me think.
geographically next to each other together so that the internet connection is
I'll
better.
show them. I'll show them all. Ah!
And if that's true, then the argument could be made that there are just really good Hearthstone players in my area, and if I was living in a different area, I would possibly be doing better.
Reporting for duty.
But I'm just talking about arenas and random ranked hookups. Once you start getting into legendary stats, I don't think that's really going to affect legendary, because you're going to be playing with such a small pool. You're going to be playing against the best around the world, or whatever region this game is set to. And I have seen people with Chinese characters as their name, and some of that probably is actual Chinese people. Put a secret from your deck on the battlefield.
Locked and loaded.
not gonna use that right now. Just gonna end the turn. There's no point giving him +1 attack. If he gets attacked by either one of these, he's gonna die. If he attacks either one of these, he's gonna die. So not the right person to give a +1 attack to. With whirling blades. I think I might actually be getting worse at reading. The more I read out loud, the more I feel like I'm getting worse at reading words. I mean, I guess I've pushed almost all of that into my subconscious at this point, and so I subconsciously get the idea of what they're talking about without actually bothering to fully comprehend the entirety of what's being written. Or maybe I just don't read it. I mean, why read the name? The name doesn't really affect anything, you just have to read what it does. This could be called anything, and the picture could be anything, it doesn't change what it does. So here's a good experiment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah. So it will hit the face. Sadly, it still didn't kill the guy. It did not work as well as I would have liked. I don't think it will do 3 damage if he only has 2 health. Let's try it again.
That was a mistake.
I don't know if he's saying I made a mistake, probably did, or if he made a mistake, which I don't think he did. Alright, let's see what we can do here.
Dingo! Yes. Job's done.
Not playing well. Not playing well at all. That's the end of me. That's the end of this arena run. Oh, double the attack. What card is that? Blessed something. Blessed champion or something. I didn't get the second one. We got 1 victory. Surprised we even got that much. So, on having a 4 heavy curve, no, don't do that. Bad, bad. See what we got. Deal 2 to 4 damage, summon 1 warlock. Implosion. I might put that in my warlock deck. So we have here this mech, which is a 2/2/2 with divine shield. I'm gonna go into my custom deck of Paladin, since we're still gonna be playing with Paladin, and see if I can get that guy in there. I probably need to rebuild my entire thing, but I'm not gonna do that at the moment. Just gonna see what do I want to take out. I'll take out one of these and put in one of these. In fact, I'll take out both of these and put in these. So apparently I had 2 of those. So we've got a lot of cards here. We're gonna redo our Paladin deck when we have some free time, but we don't have free time at the moment. I think we're climbing up the mountain as far as things that we could. What am I trying to say? Getting enough cards to the point where we'll start getting a lot more dust. I think it will, once we get over the hump and we have a percentage, probably somewhere around 50% of the cards that we normally get, which maybe we already have 50% of the cards you usually get because all the other cards are rare cards. After we get over that hump, I think we'll start getting more dust. As we get more dust, I can start creating more cards. Maybe when I create a card with dust, then we start getting it in packs more, so I get more dust. It might be this whole Mudball effect. Paladin Priest. We just did our Priest deck, so let's play as Priest. Actually, I can't. I have to play as Paladin at least one more time and win. But yeah, if it became a Mudball effect and we just, and I know that's not the proper phrasing for that term, there's some snowball effect. Yeah, if it's snowballed, I'm not that used to snow, so I just think Mudball. But
Uther versus Anduin.
if it just snowballed like that, then maybe we are really all on the cusp of really unlocking most of the cards in the deck and being able to have custom decks that really do work. Now, I am probably just trying to give myself false hope here. That would be my first thought. So I want to bring this guy out as opposed to playing Noble Sacrifice or Eye for an Eye. I want to do that because then I will be able to attack next turn. Whatever he summons here, unless it has charge, won't be able to attack. So we got a Wisp for 0. Having 0 mana is an interesting thought. That's why I like it. Let's go ahead and use our spell. Value doing the spell once per turn over playing one of these. These little 1 mana things we can do next turn. Well, Thought Steal. I couldn't ever justify having that card in my hand. Just to just have so little useful cards in my deck that I have to copy some of the other players. I mean, I could not see ever using it effectively. You're never gonna know what cards this guy has accurately enough to copy it. Even if they just had 1 card and you knew you were gonna copy that 1 card, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. So I can play as Warrior if I want. Paladin and Warrior. Paladin and Warrior or Shaman and Warlock. So I guess let's play as Warrior. What does my Warrior deck look like? Probably horrible. And that'll be the last game for this episode. Next episode we'll work on that other goal, since they are completely unrelated. And then the episode after next episode, we will come back and try and finish the 5 wins, because that's what we're going to get stuck on. And if I'm going to get frustrated, I might as well limit my frustration to 1 episode.
Garrosh versus Rexar.
It will be an interesting
Let the hunt
episode because it will probably go into overtime, and very possibly I'm just going to give up on it. Pigs on kill. I don't even get this. What does that mean? Let's see. Pie Gazon kill. Pig son kill. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't.
One shot.
It's like they picked 3 random words. Is that the point? Just create a confusing name so that nobody knows what you're doing or talking about? I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Your gamer name should be something that almost everybody can instantly get and either enjoy the pun of it or get the meaning of it. Gonna waste one guy here. And waste one guy here. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to use the execute, but didn't think it all the way through. That's alright. Next turn, armor. And 4 attack. So we do armor, 4 attack. We attack this guy and attack this guy. Just keeping a stranglehold on the situation. Don't want him to have any creatures. Next turn I could do this and that if necessary. This is the exact opposite here, where you have, he does 2 damage, he takes 2 armor. He can actually only do damage to the enemy hero. He can only get 2 armor to himself because, of course, only heroes get armor. So far, I mean, at a point, it might get to the point where you can actually give armor to minions. It just, there's no cards to my knowledge at the moment that does that. And it would be a little redundant. Alright, so we do this. And we do this. And we do this.
Job's done.
Godzilla. Whenever the minion... What? Whenever this minion takes damage, double its attack. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, this is totally unfair. So I have to be super careful now that this guy does not take any damage until I can kill him, because first damage he does, he's got 12.
Job's done.
OP to the max. I definitely would want this card in my deck.
I let the dogs out. For the king!
It's gonna be 32. This is totally unfair. I mean, if I attack him and do 5 damage, he's gonna have 32. Plus, he's gonna do 16 damage to me. But I guess, yeah, I have to end my turn, but I've already lost. How do you defeat this guy? I guess my destroy 1 damaged creature would be a great card to have right now. It would be really, really nice to have that card.
I've got a huge gun.
So he's up to 32. There's nothing I can do. I go out on my own terms. Wow. That is probably the most damage I have ever taken to the face. And I caused it to myself. What a great card. What a great card. Godzilla. Which is just a... supposed to be Godzilla, of course. So, that's it for this episode. Next episode we will be working between Shaman and Warlock runs. And then the episode after that, Paladin and Warrior runs. And try and get 3 victories in less than a mind-breaking number of losses on that one. Next episode, Shaman and Warlock though. As always, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to, and watch every second of the video. All that helps. Have a good evening.